Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's always
You
sunny
didn't
in
know
Philadelphia.
Philly. It is. That's where the name comes from. You didn't know they had palm trees in Philly. So this time it's Fatal eSports and Clockwork squaring off.
Let's see if Fatal eSports can kind of redeem themselves coming off of
Can we pop that scoreboard up for
quite
one
a
more
one-sided
second?
victory.
Not Eric on 14
Yeah.
and 6. Wow.
Whoa, wow. Especially at the 3-6 line.
Wow. He must be getting all of the exit kills.
The exits or
They're
the team
just
can't
hunting.
close out. One of those.
EST, good frag from the hit on the balcony.
Gets the
Nearly
dink
gets the
on the
dink.
second.
Yeah.
NZX trying to get the bomb planter, but unable to find the right moment in time to scope in on him. But Toxic there is able to find the gap. And looking for the second, missing the shot. Not Eric needs to kind of push the situation here and make some ground on the op if he wants to get the kill, but he's opting to play a little more passive, allowing Sick to take the opportunity to close out the round.
So Fatal up to 7. Doing a lot better than we saw them scoring off previously with Philly.
Also looking for the 8th since Clockwork is on that eco, only with 2 upgraded pistols. And it is a B stack, but it looks like it's more of a banana push, which might not pay off depending on how the altercations turn out.
Schmitz with a nice 2-tap. Lines up the heads, hits the shots. He's now not left a lot of opportunity for EST to do anything else in this round, provided Toxic can hit this shot onto the exposed banana player. Toxic took him a little while.
Yeah.
He got the shot.
A little sloppy, but
Stacked the bodies.
yeah.
Right at the top of banana. Took a little while there.
Bloodbath and banana.
Bloodbath on banana. The bloody nana. You know, if you have a bloody banana, you should probably go to the doctor.
Yeah.
It's not generally considered healthy.
Yeah.
So, 5 rifles up on Clockwork. They're going to try the gun round, see what they can get done here. It's going to be 3 kits. A lot of utility to play with as well. The op on Toxic. He had some trouble hitting the shots last round, but maybe he's woken up in this round. Now he gets guns, so a missed shot is going to be a little more fatal than when you're against a USP. EST, Established Man, is going to open up the first kill. I really need to ask him how he wants me to say that name. I've been calling him Est, EST, and Established at various versions.
You should probably ask him.
Should probably.
Say EST for now.
Blooper trying to lead the way into banana, or into B rather, but there's 2 players waiting, and neither of them want to expose themselves to that banana peak.
Yeah, it seems that both site defenses are a little turtled up here. Although we do see the player in library rotating towards what I thought was B, but to arches. And the Fatal eSports are taking bracket control, slowly working their way up truck side. And they're going to meet the barrel of not Eric, who is in, I believe, Graveyard, crossfired with his teammate in the pit. Blooper CS is able to open the bomb site up in the flashes everyone. But not Eric is able to peek out and get 1 kill, distract the other player enough for Brian to pick another one up, leaving Toxic alone in a 1v3 with an op. And only 20 seconds.
He's going to do this. We saw some issues in the previous game that Fatal eSports was in of Toxic sort of losing track of time and not being able to either get the
Yeah, I was going to
bomb
say
down.
losing track of time, not even having the bomb.
The bomb's there.
What
He
is
had the
doing?
chance to retrieve it. He's not going to focus on it. Now he's just going to go for it, and he'll die before timer.
He took that option at least.
That's good. Progress.
Yeah. Finally learned that if you die as a terrorist after the round is over, you don't get any money. But
Mainly in that context with the op, if he had somehow survived, that would have been okay. But it would have been a tough ask.
yeah.
So 5 AKs up here for Fatal as they're going to try and get the reset in on Clockwork. And Clockwork, with a bit of a broken buy, they lost several players in that one, although they kept 3 alive, I thought. So their economy was much worse than I expected, since EST is going to be on the CZ. NZX with the op already out of the server. That's a big opener.
Ooh.
And Sinful follows it up on Schmitz, so now the B site is completely wide open for the taking.
You hate to
Plant
see
will go
it.
in.
The quick 2 kills picked up and the round is essentially over unless Brian can get an opener, but he's unable to do so since Toxic gets the better of him there. And although Toxic gets taken down by the touchdown nade of not Eric.
Little Kobe beef.
Yeah.
Little Kobe action there.
Nice little throw.
Nice little toss, little lob.
Yeah.
Good touch on the pass.
So
Toxic tried to catch that, and he just said, "Oh, whoops." It's like that scene in the Looney Tunes where they're like throwing a ball back and forth, and all of a sudden it's a
yeah,
little
it
tiny
changes.
bomb with the fuse.
Yeah.
They give you that look to the camera, and then that's the moment that just happened. So Peanut and Not Eric going to trade themselves out. Not Eric going to manage to stay alive, cling to life with his AK in hand, a kit, and a little bit of utility to back it up as well. He is, again, having a monstrous performance, 18-9. Hasn't really translated to round wins for his team, but he is really clearly the king of the save.
King of the server.
King. I mean, usually you got to get
He's top
rounds.
fragging in the server.
He definitely is.
But
are any of them impact frags? Or are they all
the
chase
RWS
frags?
just isn't there.
Oh,
Eric not having any impact here on this round. Opting to go for the aggressive peek down banana with the only weapon on his team, leaving the rest of his teammates 2 pistols and nothing much that they're able to do, although Brian and Schmitz are able to get one between themselves. Brian gets a second, looking for the third actually, and he's able to convert this into a 1v1.
is Peanut close enough to deny if he has a kit?
Oh, close, very, very close there by Brian, and a very good attempt at the ace actually with a USP. Wow. That was
4K with the USP.
down to the 1v1 where he could have won, just if he scoped in a second earlier. Kudos to Brian there. But we are at a 10-4 scoreline where Fatal eSports has evidently won the half and are just now looking for a lot more cushion rounds here.
So, NZX trying to provide some sort of a defense. And, I mean, it's Inferno as well, which the math checks out. It's slightly CT-sided. It's not dramatically CT-sided anymore.
9-6,
Yeah, so a 10-4 on your T side of Inferno. That's looking pretty.
it's looking great.
Stick, gonna trade it out. There's a Mag 7 on the server for Schmitz. It's giving me flashbacks to Cobblestone. But
Sick hitting some hops, but not the shot.
like a speed demon.
Yeah.
Not Eric may not be Eric, but he will not have that frag. Actually, Schmitz brings it up instead. Blooper last alive to try and get that 11th round on the board. He's got 4 targets to find, and he will not be able to take the first of them. So, eliminated, exterminated, and Clockwork will get that 5th on the board at the very least.
Yeah, this
Gives
is
them a little leeway.
It's definitely doable if they get the pistol and are able to secure the following anti-eco round, as well as the first gun round. And then the anti-eco round after that, that puts them at 10-10 if everything goes to plan. And if they play their cards right, it could go to plan. So it's a game of Counter-Strike, and you can always crawl your way back into any match, no matter what the scoreline is.
A game of big swings. Schmitz.
It's also the game of
Zoned
being
down.
AFK, it seems.
Yeah, he's doing hopscotch, playing tic-tac-toe back in Spawn. But alas, going to be 5 sets of armor for Fatal. No kit on the server, so post-plant would be less than ideal. They don't even want to let them onto the site to plant. And it is going to be a 5-man stack A.
Oh, the patience from Clockwork, waiting for the aggression from Fatal eSports has paid off. And the B-bomb site is now completely open, and they're aware that they're rushing as fast as they can up Banana, but the rotation is already underway from Fatal eSports. Now that 2 players are in CT spawn, and Peanut's able to pick up a kill himself by the coffins. Looking for the second there and taking some damage. But NZX is on the flank and might be able to pick one up before he gets shot himself in the back by Sick, who needs to land the shot and is able to get the nice one-tap on the running player and is able to get the second, closing the round out and taking the pistol round for Fatal eSports and kind of crushing the dreams of Clockwork at the moment.
Well, maybe not yet.
Yeah, I was going to say it is.
It's Fatal.
Yeah.
Fatal, we saw them get 2 pistols in their last game.
Yeah, we did.
And get ecoed twice as well.
Yeah, we have a technical pause here coming in.
Uh-oh. Peanut
Ruh-roh.
is off his nut.
Haha.
He's got to figure out what's going on. Now he gets the R. R question mark? All right, we're back in. That was a very quick tech.
I like how the R question mark is still there, even though it's not needed, because the other team still has to dot on pause. I like the courtesy is still there.
It's kind. It's kind. Got to have the manners on the server. So, 3 CZs up, 1 Deeg.
And a lot of submachine guns. All fighting for banana control here. And it seems that the pistols are coming out on top, even though there is a team kill. But that puts things at a 4v3 situation with Sinful on the B bomb site, getting 2 before he goes down. And things are in a 2v2 with NZX trying to get the bomb down, but it will be denied. Oh, unable to get denied, but Sick picks up the 2 kills after the bomb plant, going in for the defuse and closing out the round, which looked pretty promising for Clockwork there. But
What was the move there from Sick? Do you think he just locked eyes with him and said, yeah, you can plant the bomb. I'll let you plant that. I'll let you do it. You don't get anything after it, but I'll let you do it.
And just like that, Clockwork is back with Glocks and some upgraded pistols.
Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, my cough box has been broken this entire time. So every time I thought I muted myself to burp or yawn or eat a Skittle or anything, I am terribly sorry, but you would have heard the entire thing. So, shout-outs to the major production value here. I'm so very sorry for every noise I made that was not supposed to be heard by stream. Now I've got a working cough box, so you won't hear those lovely words. And Peanut is going to make sure that this team doesn't hear anything, as he's going to go with a 4K in Apartment's balcony, or right on the balcony, and it's going to be Toxic to clean it up. There's a little MJ shot. A little love between Rob and MJ.
It seems like Clockwork was sorry that they opted to go to balcony there, as they were shut down upon attempting to exit. Now we have the double op setup here on Fatal Esports. And let's see where they opt to go with these. We have 3 players going to B as well, so it's a B-heavy first gun round, but a player is stuck in spawn. Toxic going for the banana pick, unable to connect the shot, and getting a wallbang by Brian and Eric. Or not Eric.
Not
until
Eric.
his demise.
His name very specifically says he's not Eric.
He's not Eric. I wonder who he is.
We were speculating Frank or Steve. Someone
Frank
said, like, Cletus?
Maybe a Joe?
Maybe a Joe.
Maybe a
There's
Joe.
some options here.
Yeah.
Jorge? I mean, as long as it's not Eric, it could be any number of names.
Oh,
Sick!
Sick with a 6 spray transfer, picking up 2 in the A apartments.
Got
Only
the 2K.
losing 46 or 54 HP. That was good.
Good moves. Solid trade. Now
Yeah.
Brian, not Eric, and NZX have to figure out where they want to go off the back of that loss of players, of manpower, of rifles.
They're making the right call here, I feel. Given the information they have and the utility. Grouping up, going B. 1 person, 2 people max, and they should be able to fish them out. Maybe get the trade. But if Sinful's playing, or not Sinful is playing this right, buying his time so that his team can rotate over to the bomb site and put an end to the attempted salvaging of the round. But NZX has something to say about that, picking up a headshot on Booper and attempting to get the bomb down, but faking the plant to bait Peanut into his crosshair, but he is unable to connect the shot before Peanut does on him.
Baiting a player into your crosshair only works if you're ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and he was not.
He was definitely not. So 14-5. Clockwork have not been able to get anything done in the second half, and now desperation is smacking out. They are going for the full force by 2 UMPs, a Galil, an AK, and a CZ. They got the decoy.
Yeah.
That's the important part of the arsenal.
Gotta get that 6th man on the server for like 15 seconds.
Throw that fake flash, make it happen, make them noises out there. You got the Galil player with the decoy too, so that's just an extra element of confusion.
Yeah, makes them think they have more equipment than they really do, but Peanut taking the peek from port side, picking one up and Sick, caught off guard, looking the wrong way at the wrong time in the right place.
So double op still here, Peanut and Toxic. And no ground really gained by the T's. They've got a little bit of presence in the apartments, but no space otherwise, and there's starting to be some CT presence pushing down Banana. They're going to quickly realize that there's no one here to defend, and the flank can come in. This is getting very dangerous. NZX is aware of the possibility, but he's got to look every which angle as he's responsible for mid and also Banana. As such, they're going to go straight for the execute out Boiler. It's a passive hold on A that'll allow them some space towards Boiler, but now they have to defend.
nade.
Meaty nade takes down Brian and good damage onto the rest, and Peanut is here, and Peanut has no fear. Will be traded out after 2, but now Blooper from the boost spot takes 2 and puts 15 on the board. Good positioning, good frags, good execution. 3 ops on the server.
Yeah, the 4. Or no,
4.
3. I thought I saw 1 on T side.
You got excited for a moment.
Yeah.
Quap.
Well, let's see. Let's see where they're putting these ops here, because we have Blooper going to pick bottom banana, and it seems we have 2 picking mid. Or no, I think 1 went into the apartments, where he's able to pick up 1. Brian falling down to Peanut, but now we're down to bottom banana here with Blooper looking to pick 1 up himself, missing the shot. And things are kind of at a standstill here. The terrorists are afraid of the ops.
To be fair, they should be. Schmidt's
Yes,
already
they
down
should.
as well. He's got the MP7. He's a guy you want to not be able to take a hit on. And Peanut down, but has an op. So Bogdan says that's not that big of a deal. It's going to be players moving through. Sick.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a new skin. I've never seen that before.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Chopper.
Yeah.
Flames. Everyone knows if you
Waco.
put flames on a gun,
Choose faster.
yeah, you trigger faster. It's a fact.
Oof, but it doesn't make your reaction time faster. As
Fast
not
enough,
Eric.
At least.
Took the better shot there. The only shot there, actually.
The only shot indeed, and now the duel's going to come in close on sight. Not Eric again, having big frags. He's still alive as well, and it's all just going to be Blooper CS with an op. Looks like he wants to go for this. He's going to go gunning straight through the smoke with a flash.
Oh, and turns him around immediately.
Thinks better of it, bails.
Yeah, that's a fair play on Blooper. He's trying to see if he can catch one off guard, tip it into a 1v2, and try to find his way back into the round before opting to save immediately. So decent attempt there.
What does the money look like for Fatal right here? Can we pop up the board? They're going to be able to buy.
Yeah, they're going to be able to buy, but he needs the save, which is why I think he decided to do so.
Yeah, Blooper
Because
can
the
drop.
Peanut's looking low there, so Blooper can get a gun there.
Blooper can drop 2.
Yeah, maybe
No,
2
just
actually.
drop
Depending on what he drops, he might be able to equip 2 of his teammates.
He's probably going to drop the op over to either Toxic. Toxic has been doing most of the opping, or...
I think Sick might hold on. Nope.
Nope,
Getting
Sick's
the
going
P90.
P90.
Yep, Toxic.
He's a pro. Pro 90. He's going for it. And what does Peanut wind up with? A 5-7. Oh, Peanut gets the short end of the stick. Peanut is like, you know when you open a Peanut and there's like one big one and one little,
Yeah,
little
he got
dinky
the
one?
little one.
He's the dinky one right now.
Yeah.
So, Sinful trying to fight the peak at Banana, but it's all hesitation here. Clockwork going a little bit slower now. Their backs are against the wall of map match. It's not really a series, but map and match point. And NZX has built some space towards top of Banana. Bombs left by T-Stairs. There's 3 players rocking around here, trying to build space towards B. The boost up spot from Blooper, and then Sinful to strike from Emo is the crossfire set up on this B bomb site. Elsewhere, we've got Peanut, Toxic, and Sick to defend A.
Yeah, Peanut's at a pretty pushed up, or a pretty forward position there to be alone, but I think he's aware of that now and slowly backing up to Arch side, but it seems that Clockwork, like you said, are playing very timidly this round, knowing that this is the final round if they lose out here. So they gotta make sure they're careful, and it doesn't seem that NZX was careful on the B side.
Certainly not careful enough, as he will get cleaned up. It's traded back towards A, and now there's a lot of presence here, but Toxic is here, and Toxic is a thorn in their side. Peanut managed to get it done with a 5-7 as well. Can't convert a second, though. Maybe he needed a rifle in his hands, but none was available to him. Now it's Sinful and Blooper to try for the retake. It is a 2v2, and make that a 1v2 and a 1... No.
OB2.
OB2.
Yeah.
The donut of players. The death. The dearth of players. Dearth of guns to be employed. That's Clockwork showing up on your screens right now. They're heated. They're ready. They're ready to make this comeback a reality. They do not want to be out of groups yet. I think if they lose this, they are.
Look at the buy and look at the
Nade
positioning.
stack.
Nade stack mid. Let's see if it pays off, but
Nope.
it does not.
Too late. Too late.
You like to see it though.
I do like the attempt.
O'Brien with the 3K.
How did...
Yeah, that's a 1v2. What?
How did Sick... First of all, how did they get to this level of damage? That's insane.
Yeah.
Second of all, Sick got a assist for the Sinful's death, which they just nade stacked.
Huh.
So how did he do that? Did he
I
hit
have
him in
no
the back of
idea.
the head with the nade?
That's a good question.
I have questions. I have questions that need answers.
Yeah, we don't have answers. We gotta check the VOD.
Go back and check the VOD just
Check
for
VOD.
that answer. Just for that answer. So, Sick with the P90 once again. He's really committing to this gun. I don't quite know why, but he's really committing to this P90.
I think it's just the skin. I can't blame him. Like, the skin is just so
it's
nice.
clean. It's very clean.
Hey, Rob, you want to see how much that skin costs?
Rob's
Just-
going to look it up right now.
Yeah. I want to see if it's affordable or not.
You're planning to invest?
I don't know, maybe.
Skins are cheap right now.
Yeah, they are. That they are.
Drop the market a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
But let's see if Clockwork can drop any of the counter-terrorists and continue their
Nice
attempts
segue.
to crawl their way back into the round.
good segue. $2. Oh, it's
Producers
very
have
affordable.
$2. That is fantastic.
All right. Well, we know what MJ's next P90 skin is.
Yeah, I think we do.
Time to be a P90 professional, so
Yeah,
you can use that
I
skin.
think that's all I got to use from now on.
That was fact new. That's
Factory
cheap.
new $2. Yeah.
That's cheap. Everybody go out and buy that skin. Drive up the price so MJ can't get it.
I mean, if there aren't any left. Oh, I'm still on the mic. Whoops.
Oops. That was just Whitmer sliding by for a Dorito, but unfortunately there were no Doritos to be had. So this time it's Clockwork with 3 still alive. They've been losing numbers, but now they're going to equalize. Brian brings back the kill top of Banana, and that's going to open up
completely open.
wide open for the taking. Peanut's going to come back in, and the smokes go Bloom to keep him out of the sight. Now the rotation has to be on. His teammates were slow to do so, but now they're making their moves. Interestingly,
Brian's
Sick
able to
was waiting.
get the better of that engagement there. Bringing things to a 3v2. And it seems like that Fatal, they're just going to go for the exits here. Unless Sick is able to make a play.
he
but
sees the AK, right?
Yeah, he does.
There we go. He was so reticent to give up that skin, though.
Yeah. Only
thinking
for his
about it.
teammates, I feel. Watch him rebuy a P90.
It's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen. But Clockwork getting another round on the board. They lost pistol this
You
half,
see the name of this
right?
AK?
What's it called?
NZX's Ice to Meet You. Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't think I have.
That's the 90s Batman and Robin movie, where Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze and has such wonderful lines as, "Ice to meet you."
That's-
Everybody chill, as our producer just whispered in my ears. They also have nipples on all the bat suits, and at one point George Clooney pays for something with his bat credit card.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the campiest of movies. Never leave home without the bat credit card. It was a really campy Batman movie.
The double molly on top of Banana. Blooper trying to get the shot in onto the player at logs, but he eats a grenade to his face instead, dropping himself down to 54 HP and falling back to the coffins. Now Clockwork has gotten what they want out of Banana, and that is control of it, and has pushed Fatal eSports back into the B bomb site, although they haven't pushed them out of apartments yet. But I believe that his EST is trying to make his way into the apartments to clear it out right now and make it his own. But Toxic is
Make it
the
his
player.
home.
Yeah, make it his home.
He's doing some little real estate shopping, window shopping. He's like, oh, this is nice. There was an open house. That nade doesn't quite go as deep
Could
as
have
they
done
were
a
hoping.
lot of damage there.
Yeah,
for
we
a
would've
little more
been
to
hit
the
right
left.
in the face. Unfortunate. So they will stay alive, relatively undamaged. I think Blooper's been tagged up a bit, but Blooper's somehow still alive. And now Sinful's gone, so it's just Blooper to try and defend. But the bomb is wrapping around through arches. Is it going to choose to go this direction towards B? Oh, there's the elbow peak, but it's not there to be found. And this should be a bit of a lockout for Fatal, but Toxic has something else in mind. He's got 2. Can he get the 3rd?
Oh,
He cannot, but he's left
almost.
2 teammates to try and defend. So now it's a 2-on-2.
Although
Both are
there's a
quite low.
terrace in CT spawn right behind Peanut.
Bold
and
moves.
is able to get the kill. So Blooper's left in the 1v2 with the Scout and low HP and a Dream.
He's presumably just kind of trying to get a
Yeah,
different gun to
trying
get
to-
out.
I think just get some damage.
He's dead.
Oh, empty.
Hard rip to Blooper.
Yeah, Fatal or Toxic, he did his job there on A site, getting 2 before going down. His teammates weren't able to get any, unfortunately. But you got to point out and give some credit to Peanut there.
16. Not Eric is 28 and 16. The next closest player on his team
Peanut's
is 16 and 21.
Yeah, not Eric really keeping this team afloat right now.
His back is sore. He's been doing doing shoulder and back day at the gym pretty consistently.
Gotta do some leg day instead.
He's got that broad.
Oof, the nade onto Peanut, dropping him down to 68.
This is, we've seen a lot of broken buys. This is actually a full, like, pistol save. There's armor behind it, but still, at least they're actually going to save up for the guns in the next. They've been letting this get very close. It's 15 to 10. Remember, it was 15 to 5?
Yeah.
Right? So we've had 5 rounds in a row for Clockwork.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Clockwork win the pistol in this half, because it would have been a lot more competitive. Because right now, it is competitive, since Clockwork are crawling their way back, but they're kind of on their back heel where they just need one more round loss, or Fatal needs one more round win. But Clockwork aren't going to let them get that round win just yet, as they are systematically taking down the A bomb site defense, one counter-terrorist at a time. And the bomb has been planted, although the rotation has come, but not Eric is aware of this, is able to pick up both players with their backs turned to him. And that is a 6-round streak in a row, bringing the scoreline to 15-11. And both teams will have a nice bye coming into this round. Let's see how many ops are on the board and how many P90s are on the board for that matter. Sick opting to get the P90 there.
He likes that skin.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really seen him get any kills with the P90
No.
is the problem.
Granted, he hasn't had many engagements, to be fair, with the P90 to begin with.
True.
He's like half the time it's been
He's
him
last
just
alive
looking
on the other side.
just looking at apps, and then the one off round when he just got clothesline, or not even clothesline, he just got peeked on and killed.
Still, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Toxic now waiting at the top of Banana. He's got the op, and Blooper has the initial kill and the second. No
Blooper's
need
able to
for the
get 2.
op if you get it with Blooper. So that's the big opener that Fatal eSports may have needed to close this out. Now it remains to the remaining 3 players of Clockwork to try and get something done here, and they are just going to execute onto A. Molly goes down, but doesn't quite stop them as they've already gotten past it. But now it's going to come to Sick. Sick, it's time for your hero moment.
Oh.
He's burning himself alive. Here comes the P90. He got one and done with the P90. There you go.
He was as hot as his skin right there, sitting in that Molly and pit. And I think it fueled up his P90 to get that one and done kill before he burnt to toast. But Sinful is coming from port side, attempting to retake with his teammate right behind him. And Blooper is trying to sandwich the remaining terrorists who are stuck on site, fending off the retake. Brian's able to pick the first one up, and he's able to turn his attention to port side, where not Eric picks one up. Toxic gets the trade, leaving him to a 1v1 where Brian has the better HP here, but Toxic just needs the one shot, and he is unable to get it. And I think both players should be going down to the bomb. No, Toxic is able to make it away in time. Wow. He hit him through the box?
He hit him through the box.
30 to 25.
He got him down to 23.
Wow. Or 23. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it.
So much pain. So close to a victory.
But now we got a 12-5 scoreline, I believe. Yes, we do, and we have a match on our hands.
30 bomb from not Eric.
Yeah. Hopefully Caster's Curse does not come into effect, and Clockwork are able to extend their lead. It seems like NZX is trying to extend his grasp on Banana and take control of it, jumping through the Molotov, trying to get some damage done onto Toxic, but receives some damage himself and is hit down to 16 HP. Lots of FAMASs on the counter-terror side. But
I like that FAMAS.
Yeah, they sacrificed the FAMAS, or
the subject of skins.
They sacrificed the M4 for the utility there, as you can see with their flashes and smokes that they're choosing to expend now.
So, NZX player knocked most down, seriously dusted up. There's still a lot of utility on this T side to execute onto a site. The 3 FAMAS players rather, looking a little short on the utility on their own side. They were rough in terms of money to begin with, and time has not been kind to them. Peanut dusted up, but not out of the counting yet. Now EST starts to open things up. He's found one, but he's exposed to the second, and it's going to be sick with the 2K from balcony to keep the numbers even. Now the rotate can come in as the bomb's down as well.
Yeah, sick with the good spray control on the N4A4 and the good nade onto Not Eric's head. Let's see if he can hold down his ground in pit, but Not Eric looking to get on top of him, but Smitch wide peeks out and swings out. Blooper with the return onto Not Eric, bringing things into a 2v2 that I would say favors the counter tires given their HP.
Especially since the heavy hitter of the squad, Not Eric, is out. It's going to fall to Schmitz and NZX, and now just Schmitz. Schmitz in the 1v2, and Schmitz is getting wrapped on. Schmitz, no time, but he's still got a little bit of space. He's somehow still alive, getting dusted up. Death by 1,000 paper cuts, and there's the last cut.
Can't find the bomb.
It's going to be Toxic.
He
finds the bomb, has time. It's going to be a 16-12 game here, ladies and gentlemen, as Fatal eSports take it over the line right at the end. They let so much space come back, and they finally closed it out.
These are one of the losses that are just very demoralizing.
Very demoralizing indeed. From a 15-5 to a 15-12 to a 16-12. That hurts to see. That hurts to be in. Our condolences.